Hello, this is Ruth Ann McKinnon. This is going to be a small haul video. In this haul there is a total of 4 fragrances, and then I'm going to go over some backup bottles which are also part of the haul, but they're ones that I've covered on this channel before, but that, you know, in a haul they are ones I bought, so I'm going to be covering those as well, but I'll leave the backup bottles to the end. So I'm going to get started with this first fragrance. This one is by Liz Claiborne, and this is Bora Bora. Now, this I had seen on a YouTube video quite a while ago, and I had added it to my watch list on eBay. And it was touted by the YouTuber as being a very beautiful, inexpensive scent. And I'm all about beautiful, inexpensive scents. And I know a lot of the Elizabeth Arden, Elizabeth Claiborne type fragrances are going to be kind of generic, floral kind of fragrances. And I can accept that because I need to have a good staple of those kinds of fragrances to have around, because who doesn't want to smell great on a budget? So Bora Bora is a white floral that was released in 2002. So this is water lily, mandarin orange. In the mid is tuberose, orchid, jasmine, and in the base ginger and sandalwood. Now with this one I really mostly get tuberose and water lily. I don't smell the ginger at all. And honestly, I don't really detect sandalwood. It's like a white floral with some mild tropical vibes. It's kind of a bland but a very pretty floral bouquet kind of fragrance. I was hoping for more orchid. That's not really very pronounced. Anyway, it is very pretty. It does perform about 4 hours, which is pretty standard for this type of fragrance. And I think for this full 100 ml bottle, I didn't pay more than $12 or $13. So it's very nice. If you're looking for a nice, pleasant fragrance on a budget, this is a really good buy. Highly recommend, but don't expect wild performance or a super unique scent, but very pretty. Next up, okay, this one is rather unique. This one was a recommendation that came to me in my comment section. So this is Clinique Wrappings. Now this I had never heard of. This was a 1990 release. Evidently Clinique will periodically release this, and I don't know exactly what year this one came out in, but I bought it used on eBay after I looked it up and did a little bit of research on it. This is a green, woody, floral aldehyde fragrance. It's just a small little bottle, and because it's been discontinued, I had to pay probably... This one I actually won on an auction. I'm sorry. Usually I just do the pay now kind of things on eBay, but this one I actually won at auction. So this in the top notes is green notes, aldehydes, artemisia, nutmeg, and lavender. That's interesting. In the mid, hyacinth, orris root, cyclamen, carnation, rose. Excuse me. In the base, oak moss, cedar, patchouli, musk, and leather. All right, so what I want to say about this fragrance is, first of all, it's beautiful. If you like green fragrances, this is something definitely worth trying. If you don't want to buy a full bottle, I highly recommend that you get a decant. This stuff is amazing. When I first got this and unwrapped it in my kitchen, I was making supper, and I sprayed just a tiny little spray right here on my hand. And I'm not kidding. I cooked the entire meal. I washed my dishes. I went the whole evening, and I could smell this from that one little half spray on my hand, and I could smell it all evening. And it's not... I would say it is very strong, but it's not fill the room. So it doesn't have a huge sillage, but it's strong. So the whole world isn't going to smell it, but you will smell it. And it lasts for a lot of hours. Now, I don't get leather out of this fragrance at all. That's probably just there to really amp up the patchouli and musk. But oak moss, this is an oak moss balm. It's a green oak moss balm. The nutmeg adds a very interesting slight spiciness that really makes this kind of Christmassy, but it's not pine tree green. The green is more foresty type of a green, I would say, but it's lighter and brighter than pine is. I may not be explaining it really well. It's a little different. Okay, so if you like green, I'm going to compare it then to other greens that are popular. So, for instance, Chanel number 19. This is stronger. This is way stronger than Chanel number 19. It's a lot more woody. It's a lot more, it has a lot more character. And it's let's see. Chanel number 19 is a kind of a deep, dark, almost a melancholy kind of a fragrance. This is like a happy, clappy green. This is, I'm happy and I'm rolling around in Christmas wrappings, maybe in the forest, and we've got a beautiful fire burning in the fireplace, and you can smell, maybe there's a pine Christmas tree, and maybe you're in a log cabin. So it's just absolutely stunningly beautiful. And I liked this one so much that I immediately bought a backup bottle. So this was bought in a duty-free. It's got a duty-free sticker on it. This package has definitely seen better days. And if you want to see the difference, now I think this one may be an original from 1990, because check out the juice on this one. So this bottle is maybe a little over half full. So there's the difference between the two, but they smell exactly the same. So I think this one is older, obviously, than this one. It's been oxidized a bit, but they smell exactly the same. So these are small 1 ounce bottles, and I hope Clinique releases this, because it's gorgeous. For those of you who like green perfumes, really, I highly recommend. I wish it wasn't discontinued. I still wanted to cover it in this haul. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, next, I have, let me make sure I've got the right one. Okay, so this is something completely different. This is by Lattafa, and this is called Pure Musk. Now, this is gorgeous. Anyone who's been following this channel knows that I'm a musk lover. I'm always looking for new, interesting musk fragrances. This definitely, this definitely fits the bill for me in terms of musks. If you see, look at this, it's got those little glass beads in the bottle. Isn't that pretty? The bottle is stunning. Heavy glass. It's got a really nice, substantial cap. All right, so let me break this down for you. This does not have a Fragrantica page. So this smells to me, it's called Pure Musk, and it is a pure musk. A lot of Arabian, Middle Eastern musks that you get are really muddied up with oud or fruit, or they're super sweet and syrupy. This is not any of that. This is just a light, bright, happy, clean musk. However, now, I've talked before on this channel too about the difference between Egyptian musk, yellow musk, white musk. Okay, I can't really describe those things to you really well. If you're a musk lover, you will know. You just have to wear different kinds, and then you will eventually get what the difference is between them. This is really more like an Egyptian musk, in my opinion, of all of them. Even though it looks white and clean, it really comes off more as a warm, sexy, sun-drenched, very beautiful Egyptian musk. It's got that warm, sexy, inviting, skin out in the sun kind of fragrance. Like if you've been out in the sun and then you took a shower and you smell just absolutely fabulous. So it's very inviting, and it's got that slight, very, very slight touch of sweetness that some Egyptian musks have, and it's just gorgeous. It's one of my favorite musks It's not the best, but it's close. So if you're a musk lover, I highly recommend this. This I actually had to have shipped from the Middle East. So the shipping took a really long time, and then it comes with this little travel size one that's the same thing. And they're both eau de parfums, so just absolutely gorgeous. I highly recommend it. It took probably close to 6 weeks to get here, but I think I only paid, it was right around $30, $35, which for this 100 ml bottle plus the little travel size, in my opinion, well worth it. The only drawback, this one could last longer. I'm getting 4 to 6 hours. Of course, that's average and pretty standard. I would prefer, of course, with these Middle Eastern, some of them will last 8, 9, 10, 12 hours. I really wish it lasted like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't. But I would definitely go through this bottle and repurchase it. I'll tell you that. Absolutely love it. If you love musks, highly recommend. Pure Musk by Lattafa. So I'm going to move on to the next one now. Just want to make sure that I don't break any of my other bottles. Okay, next up. All right, this is another Middle Eastern brand. So this is by a company called LaMuse. This is a dupe company out of UAE, I believe. This I bought also on eBay. This one's called Rich Lady, and as you can probably guess, this is a dupe for Lady Million. So here's the name on the, it's kind of got this Armani C inspired bottle, but yet this is not an Armani C dupe. This is a Lady Million dupe. Now, I know a lot of people rag on the scent of Lady Million because it's bland, it's generic, it's overdone. All right, I don't care about any of that. I think it's a beautiful scent. I mean, I'm just going to tell you straight up, I think it's gorgeous. It's this warm, lovely, kind of almost Egyptian musky amber. And it's sweet, but it's not candy sweet. It's not like Britney Spears, screechy, up in your nose kind of sweet. This is sexy, and it smells like a rich lady. It's like absolutely gorgeous. Ambery, almost butterscotchy. It doesn't quite go the butterscotch route, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Warm. This one lasts a good 6-7 hours. In fact, I like this so much, I immediately went out and ordered another bottle. And I've worn this several times. As you can see, I've made a dent in it. It's not the greatest for summer. This is really, in my opinion, because it's really amped up in the heat. So it can be worn, of course, anytime. But for me, I think this will be more of a fall, cool weather, winter kind of fragrance. Really beautiful, lasts really well. So if you ever get a chance, if you like Lady Million, now this is like the original Lady Million, not the flankers of it. And I had this, I was not able to find it anywhere in America from an American distributor. I, again, had to order this from directly from UAE. Let me see what it says on the bottom of the box here. United Arab Emirates, Lattafa. Okay, anyway, I had to have it shipped here from there, so it took quite a long time. But well worth it. Well worth it. And I'm really glad I have this in my collection. All right, next up is, I'm going to start now with the backup bottles, and I'm going to go over these just a little more briefly. This is Jovan Musk. Again, you can tell, you know, if you follow this channel, that I'm someone who loves musks, and musk is my absolute favorite. I'm a musk girl. This is a yellow musk. All right, so this is not Egyptian musk, this is not white musk, this is yellow. Yellow musk is definitely the most carnal, the most animalic, the most natural. It's kind of like, how do you describe an animalic scent? It's kind of like if you were, let's say you weren't modern, you lived in olden times, you would know what the basic smells of humans are. oh, I'm not describing this very well, but it smells like skin that's been warmed. Maybe you've been sweating, but yet you're clean. So it's definitely not body odor. It's just a really beautiful, natural scent. And musk originally did come from an animal. Now it's all done synthetically. So if you're curious about musks, I highly recommend you give it a try. Get a Jovan. This one only cost me about $12 on Amazon. This is it's not 3 ounces. I believe it's 75. And just give it a wear. If you don't like it alone, you can always layer this with other things. A lot of perfumes have musk in them, so there's nothing preventing you from layering this with other scents. It will always make your scent last longer. This yellow musk does lead a little soapy, so don't be put off by that, but it is absolutely beautiful. This one lasts a good, it's strong, it projects. This is a cologne. And it lasts a good 6 hours. So anyway, that's just kind of my little spiel about musk. And I'll stop talking about that now. Next, I'm going to, this is a fragrance that I have talked about before on my channel, Charlie White. This is one of my favorites of the Charlie line. This is a watery white musk scent. It is blended with florals. You really don't pick up on the florals too much, at least nothing in particular. It's just a kind of slightly aquatic, clean, fresh white musk. If you are looking to maybe try musks, you're not sure if you're going to like them, this is an extremely safe buy. I can't imagine anyone not liking this fragrance. It doesn't smell dated. It doesn't have any hyacinth or oak moss in it. It's just absolutely a stunner that probably everyone would like. And this bottle you can get easily for under $10. So it's extremely budget friendly. And I had gone through my last bottle, and this is my backup. So then I have one left. And et voila, another musky scent. All right, so this is another Middle Eastern fragrance. This is called Afshan, and it's by Rasasi. This one I was able to find on eBay from an American distributor, so the shipping was really quick. And you can find this easily for $50, $60, $70. However, if you keep searching, you can easily find this for around $30. So this is my backup bottle. I bought the first bottle a few months ago. This is kind of along the line of a bright, soapy yellow musk, but in the Chanel No. 5 kind of vein. In fact, here, let me grab my bottle of Chanel No. 5. All right, so Chanel No. 5 is like a rich, poshy, like if you could imagine the most expensive soap, French milled soap you could imagine, and the finest, expensive body cream, and then you were to take a shower, take a bath, and luxuriate in those things. Get out, spray yourself with a beautiful perfume. That's what Chanel No. 5 smells like. Now, if you want to take this, Chanel No. 5, and add to it a nuclear strength, that's maybe not quite as classy and poshy, but yet is super strong, will fill a room, will last 12 hours, you get Afshan. All right? So, what I'm trying to say is that if you like those floral aldehydes with a soapy yellow musk, this is something that you definitely want to try. Highly recommend. In fact, I've seen other reviews on YouTube where people talk about, oh, this is the most beast mode thing you can imagine. And I don't know. How do you describe beast mode is different for everybody. I grew up in the 80s where everything was like that. So this is probably the strongest perfume that I own. This and the original bottle. It's very strong, but beautiful. And it doesn't overwhelm me. And it doesn't fill the room either. But if people get into my space, they can definitely smell it. But it's beautiful. I can't say enough good things about it. Absolutely love it. It's something that I hope to always have. In fact, if I had to get down to 5 fragrances, this would be in the top 5. And I hate to say it, but I think I would pick this over Chanel No. 5. And that, I can't believe I just said that, but I did, and I mean it, because this one lasts longer and it's stronger. So anyway, that is my haul video. I'm sorry if I talk too long, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.